back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you know my first guest tonight as an actor from ER, Falling Skies, and The Librarians. He now stars in The Pitt.
Robbie, I could lose my medical license. Come on, man. You never heard of second chances.
Here's your second chance. 30-day inpatient treatment program, followed by random urine tests, 50 to 60 a year, followed by mandatory NA meetings 3 to 4 times a week for the first 3 years.
3
Of a
years?
5-year program. You need help.
What about you, man? What about you? I'm not the only one who's a little up here, Robbie. Why don't you look in the mirror?
What's that supposed to mean?
I never had a complete meltdown.
No, you just cause them in other people.
You're blaming me for what happened to you.
What happened to me? What happened to me?
Yeah.
Oh, you are so full of You let me down. You let everybody down, especially yourself.
Please welcome to The Late Show, Noah Wyle. Hey, nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Lovely to have you on.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everybody. This is really, everyone is talking about the Pitt. It's an extraordinary, it's a little cultural event right now. I mean, this is, you know, I want to get to like you coming from ER to this show now, but why do you think this is like striking such a nerve? What do you think it is about this show that's really appealing to people?
Well, we set out to make the most realistic and authentic medical show that's ever been on TV. And that isn't just the procedures and the terminology. It's trying to really identify what's happening with practitioners right now post-COVID. And you know, we're on the other side of this line of demarcation that happened in healthcare. We could almost say BC was before COVID, and we're living in the AD of it all now. And it's not a pretty place to live.
Well, it's getting incredible reviews. Here it is. The Pitt has revolutionized the medical drama. The Pitt is the best show on TV, and Noah Wyle is simply brilliant. And my favorite, bury me in the Pitt, which I think is a compliment. It could be a cry for help. I'm not sure. People first saw you in Scrubs back in ER, 93, 94?
1994, yep.
1994. There you go. Here we go. Here's the whole gang. There you are. There it is. I was an avid watcher. Did you ever think you'd do another medical drama?
No.
And even with the same guy, there's John Wells,
yes,
ER John
he
Wells.
He didn't want to do one either. Neither did Scott Gemmell, and the three of us came back together only because during COVID we recognized that there was another story to tell, and that it was important to us to tell it, that this is a community we care a lot about, and we believe firmly that the strength of our healthcare system is proportional to the mental health of our practitioners and the degree to which we support them. And the time is right.
15 episodes, 15 hours, that's it? Explain sort of the premise of how it's presented.
It all takes place in one day, one shift in a Pittsburgh emergency room. You go to work with my character, Dr. Robbie Rabinovich, at 7 a.m., and we go home at 10 p.m., and a lot happens in between. 1 hour is 1 hour of the shift every week. So recently you and the cast of The Pitt visited Children's Hospital in L.A., and we have a clip right here.
You're a big part of me going into emergency medicine in the first place. Yeah, growing up, my parents and I would watch this. Can I ask you to sign my? This is my.
Holy smokes! Are you kidding me?
This is my board certificate.
Oh wow!
Wow! This means more than coming from the actual board.
Wow, this is a first.
Awesome, Brad.
American Board of Pediatrics.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
In retrospect, I shouldn't have written Have a Bitchin' Summer, Noah. It's kind of an important document.
Sure.
I shouldn't
Well,
have
what
taken
does it feel like to know that
no,
you
it was
inspire somebody
overwhelming.
like that?
Oh my goodness. That whole trip to Children's and seeing people that do this for a living feel seen and heard and coming up and saying thank you means the world to us. And the fact that I've had any impact outside of my children's life is miraculous. So I'm really gratified.
Well, after playing. How many seasons of ER?
There were 15 total. I did the first 11, part of the 12th, and came back and did half of the 15th.
So over a decade, playing
yeah.
a doctor, do you ever find yourself in emergency situations and people looking to you? Do you ever forget that you're not a doctor?
The things that immediately occur to me when you ask me that question is all the times I've misdiagnosed my children. Or I've just go put some cold, it's a compound fracture? Oh, okay, maybe cold water is not gonna work. I happen to have been unfortunate enough to be first on the scene at a couple accident sites, and the first rule of medicine is do no harm, so I stand back and try not to do anything bad. But when you're on an airplane and someone says, is there anybody on the plane with any medical knowledge, somebody who's experiencing chest pain, and every head looks at you, you just think to yourself, now's my time. Put me in.
So again, I just want to show, here you are. How old were you when you started off in the
I
show
was
at
22 years old when we shot the pilot, 23, I believe, when we aired.
22 years old,
And I walked
okay.
off at 38.
So you were young and having fun. I understand that at one point, you did not believe that you were a doctor, but that you did sew some stitches. You did suture someone on the crew.
There's an urban myth that our costume designer cut herself and I sewed her up, and it's possible. It was the 90s, we all worked hard and played hard and, sewed each other up.
Sure.
As you
Sure.
do.
What's a few sutures among friends?
Exactly. I think it did happen.
Okay, but you...
I'm not sure I was sober when I did it.
That's what I'm
Okay,
asking.
there we
Okay,
go.
that's good. We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Noah Wyle, everybody. Stick around.